I mean, the movie's been out for almost a month, so if you haven't seen it, that's your fault.
Alright. I'm ready if you are.
No, you guys don't even see it. Basically, Spider-Man versus Doc Ock, and he's trying to save the MIT president, I think. MIT something. But Board of Admissions person or whatever. And this is what he's yelled. Because like he's about to fall off a cliff and he's about to... Oh, you ready to finally?
Yeah, we're ready. I think. Hopefully. I really don't know. We'll find out soon enough.
This is what he says.
God, that's loud. Oh, wait, is that... Oh, now what are we doing? Stop doing that. Okay. Now, finally, oh my god. Now that everything is sort of kind of working, or at least I hope it is. Oh, damn. Discord! I fucking closed you! Stop trying to intrude! Do what?
Do you really need Discord?
No, but again, it automatically signs in, and like I closed it the first time.
When you're done with your stream or whatever you're doing, just go to your settings and then just
turn everything off.
Not turn everything on, like search up startup applications and then turn off Discord.
Yep,
You should probably turn that on.
Wait, what? Turn off? Turn it off or turn it on?
Yeah, turn it off.
Okay. Also, where are we going?
Let's just go to the dating view.
Oof. Anywho. Alright, so we're kind of back. We're not experiencing as many frame drops as we were before. Shit, hang on.
Great, I landed short.
Okay,
It's funny how they said they want to be nice in the chat, and then next thing I see is, don't be a...
Oh fuck.
Just play with us.
Oh no! Alright, I'm grabbing up some stuff down here. This was a terrible land. We have that. We have these. I'll take some grenades, even though not really my type. We have that.
Far away.
Nah, I'm just right down the... Damn it, I did not mean to do that. I'm just right down the hill from you. Oh, hey, look. There's a chest. Alright. And I'm coming to you. There we go. I am shielded up and everything. Ah! I can't get up the hill, though. Alright, here we go.
I got a shield tech for us.
I'm full of shields, so I'm good currently for the time being. Was there anybody down? Ah! Yep, there's somebody down there. Oh man, I almost hit that guy even when he was spideying. Behind you, Suge. Coming up to you, coming up to you. Right there.
One tap.
What? How? It was gray, but I had an automatic. How was he moving faster than me?
I don't know.
Ugh.
I think Fortnite needs to update their game because for some reason, almost every player that has a skin, it takes a really long time to like render in. It just shows us a no skin.
Ha! Suck it. He totally deserved that.
And that was the guy I was trying to.
That was funny. That was fantastic. Totally deserved that.
Really was. Alright. I think I want to play one more game, then I want to call it a night.
Alright.
I don't want to jinx it, but there's like a gigantic XP. Like, why is that?
Alright, and let me see, where... Oh, I'm almost at 55. Where would you like to land this match?
Let's just go to our spot.
To the spot? Okay. Oh, that spot. Ooh! Does that say shoot, I think that said hazardous power. Alright, off we go. If that is the direction of which we are floating. Ka-ching, ka-ching!
Oh, that's an old one.
Wait, what's an old one?
So, you know how like it says like your recent or the top subber or like the top bitch.
Yeah.
Person. Yeah. It showed like a guy that did like maybe 4 or 5 months ago. You should reset, but I don't know why for bits it doesn't reset. Not even that for subs, it doesn't even show.
Do do do.
Oh yeah, I have an animated sub, and I was like, that's so cool. Not animated sub, animated emo for subs.
That's funny. I have a purple snipey.
You already have one, or?
Yes, I have one.
Okay, I'll carry that then.
But I will take a blue RAR instead of a green one. And... okay. And then I guess we're good.
Oh, you had... okay. I thought you grabbed a 55 from one of those big guys.
No.
Alright, I wanna get a web shooter and then we can take a rift and head out.
Alrighty. I'm just scouting out the area, making sure there's no more ammo to be picked up. Hey, look, another keg. I'll take that. It'll go great with my other one.
Screw it, I don't need a sniper.
Oh. Oh, and you didn't pick up that medkit. I shall pick up medkit instead of clingers. Again, grenades are not really my style.
I'm
Alright,
okay
you
with
ready?
clingers if it's on the boom bow.
Want to go after our guy?
Sure.
Alright. Here we go.
Lumber. I don't know why they make the names of log jam lumber pretty complicated. I see him.
Yep. Yep, right there, that Dark Voyager dude. Got him.
Yeah, I'm
Ha!
getting shots from right here, yeah. Nice. Wait, was it the last round I had a shield keg?
Alright, you good up there?
Not quite.
Okay. I also knocked Golden Mage. I'm just gonna let him sit there and drown or get eaten by a shark. Anywho. Well, with that being said.
Alright, I'm gonna drop my mage. I know there's a blue SMG here somewhere. There it is.
Well, that was beautiful.
I don't have a hand cramp, but like it feels like a heartbeat in my hand right now. It's like weird.
Wait, what?
Like I don't know how to explain it. Like you know how like if you feel your
Huh. He died.
heartbeat
Yeah.
and you like feel like the bump, bump, the blood.
But yeah, but somewhere else. Oh,
Yeah.
incoming, incoming, incoming.
Here, kitty, kitty, kitty.
Got him.
And sadly, I got some heals taken away from me.
Was there one or two?
One, like he didn't get knocked, he got killed.
Okay, because I could have sworn I heard two. I thought I heard two. I am delusional.
One of my friends just randomly told me, like, if you became a grandpa, like, what would you want to be called? And I was like, probably Pops.
Okay.
So I'm just wondering, what about you?
What about me?
Yeah, I just saw his text message, that's what that reminded me.
I don't know.
I asked my mom the same question. She's like, probably grandma. And I'm like, what about Gam Gam?
Gam Gam.
And it's catchy.
Yeah. Well, it's usually a lot of things like if somebody has a kid or whatever, as they get older and they figure out how to talk, they usually make whatever kind of sound that's, I guess, technically easier to them, and then they put that into relation.
Hey, Toodles.
Yeah.
That's something for you.
Oh! Upgrade! But, so, like, that's usually how, some, like, grandparents end up getting called whatever that sounds very similar. Just because it's whatever's easiest for the kid to actually make the sound of. And they learn the language in a different way, so there's no telling what you're going to end up with.
True. This guy looted the whole house on the first floor. forgot to pick up a damn launch pad.
Heh. I have 2 shield kegs, 3 medkits, a golden snipey, a blue rar, and I just need an upgrade of my shotgun, and I'll be good.
Yeah, same. If I get a blue or a purple, I'll be fine. Probably have to lubricate my chair because it's creaking a lot.
Yes.
You okay?
Yep, I'm good. Oh gosh.
Pretty creepy,
Yes. Yes, queen. Don't ask.
Believe me, I don't want to ask.
It's all part of the fun. Wait, where are we going?
I dropped it here. Actually, you can see that shit.
I know that you're down here. Timber! Ah! It's rolling after me.
Killed someone with the log.
Oh, when you... Did you say when you killed someone with the log?
Tornado, I think. It says it looks like a thunderstorm, but it says log.
Ooh.
Toodles, if you come down here, there's a...
Oh, eh. I think the only thing that I would want would be the med mist. Fuck. You're being targeted.
I love how that's only with you, though.
Do what now?
I only get targeted when I play with you in water.
Ain't that something?
It's 18. Oh, I got another shift kick.
Oh god. Well, I'm already carrying 2.
Can you carry 3? I don't know.
You can only carry 2 at a time, and you can only store 2 at a time in each slot of your tent. Because it's the amount that you can carry in your inventory is how much you can store in your tent.
I know I'm gonna regret that, but didn't want anyone else to use it. There's 19. How does that make sense? Probably.
Hey, look, here's more Spidey flingies.
What?
More Spidey flingies.
Just don't open them. So if someone sees a gold, just go for it. Literally, if you give me a purple SMG or gold SMG,
our threat's going up. People nearby. Yep.
okay, I know the sound of them. Either they're behind us.
Yeah, there's a
That's
Spidey.
One thing I always. Yep. Yep, that's this guy.
Where are you at? Oh shit. Right up above you, Stooge. There you go. Hey.
You're right. Not so fast, boy.
Wait, are you going after him?
Yep. No, bro, come on. Don't be like that, don't be like that.
Damn it, Suji, I don't have a means of getting over there quickly. Oh wait. Yeah. Oh fuck. Hang on. Got him. Do you have any more on you?
Nah. Purple striker pump if you want it.
Ooh.
What do you have?
Not much, just med kits and minis and a bunch of like ammo. Okay, I will upgrade that. Let's get high ground, shall we?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. That is not you.
That is me.
Is it? Oh. Well, I was like, what? I didn't... I didn't see your name. Oh, nope, that's not you. I heard Spidey on the other side, too, at the same time. I could have sworn I heard it on the other side.
Alright, there's a boar right there, so alright, I have
Oh, nope, they're over there.
Alright, that's fine, that's fine. You can just hold storm for a second. Make sure you reload my weapons.
Yep, they are right there.
Alright. I'm not swinging. I'm just gonna get these shields. Actually, that's not smart. Or maybe it is.
But we will have to move into zone.
Yeah, let's move it right now.
Okay.
Alright, someone at the reboot.
Really? Y'all are just going on a fucking chase? Toodles does not have the means of doing that.
Yeah, I gotta reload my web shooter. Ooh. Don't even try me, bro.
Oh shit. And my screen went blank on me too.
Shit. Alright, give me 1 second. I'm about to light this idea up. Let you. Dang it, he left.
Yep, he's out. Head back this way.
Come on, homeboy. Come back to this reboot van. I'll let you get your teammate. Oh, people are coming at the supply drop right here.
Okay.
He's almost dead. I was like, what the
Oh my
hell?
god, stop doing that.
Alright, let's watch our 6.
Okay.
I want to take high ground on this hill right here. Alright, there's someone right here. And he boxed himself in the middle, so he was pretty stupid.
Tch.
But he has the opening to the top. So, yeah, I see him. You don't think I know your plays, bro? Come on.
I think I've got the
Right
other guy. I was watching for him.
Alright, okay, so there's one right here. 2 of them right there. One just took a
Yep,
jump
I see
pad.
this guy. Yep.
Two that took a jump pad. Okay, did you show yourself? Yeah, you're pretty out there, so.
Landed in the water, one of them did.
Alright.
He's right here, at the bottom. Oh, he died. He died in the storm.
Damn, I wanted his loot.
Okay, and it's us versus the two.
Worth it.
And they're over here.
Alright, I don't have heals now.
I have one heal.
Yeah, we had to play this a bit safer.
Here they're building up.
I
A little
can
bit,
go
building
rush
up.
them, but, like, I just don't have any heals to protect me except for 45 spray. Yep, now that's 45 sprays.
Okay. Okay, you still got one up top. He's building.
Almost dead. Spray the bottom, spray the bottom. Box himself in the middle, what an idiot. I'm taking backside. I have no AR ammo after this.
Okay, hang on. They gotta kind of scoot up.
Almost knocked him. Got one.
Watch out, Suji.
Watch out, watch out. Crap.
Break it down.
We'll be playing Zone Wars at this point. Oh my god.
Got him. Excellent.
Bro, I'm the king of Zone Wars, bro. Just don't even try me.
Ha! Good job.
And
We
I
just
got
had
team at the end, yay.
awesome.
What a way to end the night.
Oh yeah, that's right. You said you were done after that.
Yeah.
Now if I can carry it on and collect my 59th crown, that'd be great.
Yeah. I'm just gonna quit
Shoo.
that.
Way to go.
Oh, why is it
Phew.
so low? There it is. Alright. I don't even know how many kills I had in that game.
I don't know either. I wasn't really paying attention.
Just go to your replays. It would be at the first one.
Oh, actually, yeah, that would be, wouldn't it? I had 4. I had 4. Yikes. Oh, shit.
And yours just keeps on going.
Wait, hang on. It broke for some reason. Hang on.
My skin's broken. It's supposed to be white, but it's showing me something else.
Yours shows up as white on mine.
Now I fixed it. I'll probably do the same thing tomorrow, just like stream in the evening. But after around 9, I'll be able to do it.
Yeah. And I will probably, I don't know, I'll probably be on. Hi, cat. Hi, kitty.
Hi, cat.
Oh. The cat sits on the chair behind me. Hello, how can I help you? Really? Okay. Yep, I'll probably be on the same time, same place, or I'll either be on a little earlier during the day to try to... I'm trying to finish these stupid milestone quests, and I am so close to having all of them done. I'm just grinding it out.
See, for me, it's not even like... So... Yeah, let me just give like a brief thing on like what I want. So, where is it?
Ouch, cat.
So bonus rewards, right? So there's 15, 20. So this is 100 right here, right?
Yeah, it's like it's 100 for each page once you get into the bonus rewards.
So yeah, okay. So it's 20, 30, and then 40 right here. So 20, 30, 40. That's literally 70. What? 40, 30, 70, 90. Oh yeah, 10. So 90.
Stop, cat. Stop. Stop licking me. Weird cat. Yep. Let's see, I'm on page...
I mean, I don't really need page 5. I just need at least page 4. Just for the Scarlet Blackout Shanta version. But that's it. But out of everything else that my main focus is the photo negative Spider-Man and the Scarlet Blackout Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Those are my main focus.
Yep. I will have them all because I plan on reaching level 300 before the end of season. I came so close last season. I landed at 284. Do what?
I just couldn't handle last season's like stupid alien and shit.
Oh yeah, like I was not happy at all with the UFO shit when they introduced that. It was like
it was no. Last season was a cube war thing, whatever. So,
yes,
like the
kitty.
aliens one and Cube Queen. Those 2 seasons were not it for me.
But
I mean, I'm just
hopefully,
happy like, the game is somewhat back to normal. It just has the shitty weapons.
yeah.
But yeah.
If they my god, if they would fix all the glitchy crap in the game would be so much better. They just don't realize how much like the little stuff really matters. Like, i.e., example, being able to ready up in game, and even when you have somebody in your lobby who readies up, to be able to matchmake that way, because you have so many... Cat, go somewhere. You have so many like your squad members, for whatever reason, you have some players who just constantly go back to lobby instead of readying up in game, which means
I mean, that's like
everybody else has to go to lobby to ready up. It's time consuming. If they would fix that glitch and then fix
the
the
main glitch they have to fix is the watch system. Like if you're playing trios and so fourth comes in, they can't even watch the game.
yep, that too, if they could. Well, and I don't
That's
know.
been out since season 6 or season 5 of chapter 2.
And I don't know if that's actually something that was done on purpose. The way that I kind of think about it is if they. I kind of feel as though they did it on purpose because they didn't want, like, somebody else from, like, say, another group, just as an example. I know this is going to sound stupid. But it's like, say somebody else from another group joined your lobby and watched your game, and they were communicating it to another team in the same lobby, like another version of stream sniping, but with like what do they call those? There's a special there's a special terminology that's used for a specific person who is kind of used as like a I think they call them seeds. Like, it's something that somebody they uses a person as a plant into another person's group to, like, get information on them, or like, just to kind of keep tabs on them to see what's going on so that they can, like, plan not necessarily like plan an attack per se, but to like plan whatever, you know, they have going on. It's kind of a tactical thing. It's a strategical thing that people do. People even do it in like social groups. So like if you have a group of friends and somebody wants to get tabs on a person in that group, they'll send somebody in to pretend to be a friend in that group just so they can get information about a specific person and then bring it back to the person outside of the group. It's I know it sounds crazy, but there's a legitimate thing about that. It's basically like sending a spy in. So I think they probably made it to where you couldn't, like if somebody is sitting out in lobby, they can't watch the game itself if they're already in lobby, just because where there's stream sniping, they don't want people to just come in into game, be able to watch what's going on, and then be able to come back to someone else that's in the same lobby and say, hey, these guys are over here, or whatever. Or yeah. That's probably something that they did on purpose. That's just my 2 cents on it. Because I know that, you know, back when...
I just think it's like backseat driving. Like, that's like...
Well, that too. It's like you know, like back when Ninja got real big? Mm-hmm. That was probably something that happened, you know, something like that happened with a really big streamer in Fortnite.
He's just a big baby. That's what.
Well, that too. You know, I've checked in on some of Ninja's streams recently. Like, I didn't subscribe to participate in chat or anything. I'm not really into that. But like, I just sat there and watched just to see like how he does things and, you know, see what's going on. You know, he's been away from Fortnite, and like he's...
Well, yeah, only because like he's, well, one, a big crybaby, and 2, he plays PC, so you gotta like, you're playing against hackers at this point, and stream snipers.
Yeah, well, that's why like some of the observations I made while I was watching his stream is that it's kind of interesting, really. He goes in
like, so there's so many YouTubers and so many streamers that have the same exact problem. You're not the only big Fortnite like player. Like you were a big Fortnite player, but you're not even the biggest anymore.
Yeah,
Like there's so many
it's
people that are trying to like um stream snipe the other people. They're like, for example, Nick A. Like the guy could have left the game a while ago, but he's making content like doing creative matches or doing like some custom matches. Like
yeah.
why don't you do
It
something like that?
it's just it's where there's so much crap that starts happening when games get real big. Like the cheating and hacking and shit is so it's so far fetched. Like no, it literally kills a game as soon as there's enough players that really churn into the hacking and cheating part of a game. That's when it just starts going downhill. It's not fun anymore. There's no legitimate competitive C. Um, it's just it really turns to shit. And then like your big streamers and whatnot that got big off of it because they were so competitive. It's like that doesn't even matter anymore because again, it's mostly just hacking and cheating. So even they knowing that they have the skills because they made it so big that way, it's hard to tell if they even really have skills anymore because there's so many hackers and cheaters. And then of course, like you said, he turned into a big crybaby pretty much but that's you just kind of have to move with the flow, I feel. Like you need to when it does
You need to
start
get
dying,
better.
you need to change your flow, move on to the next big game, make it big, and so on and so forth until that dies because people want to be stupid. And it's I can actually like I really feel like this game is starting to turn into Call of Duty.
I mean,
I revisited.
oh wait, did you hear about that? They're going to bring in an LTM where there is going to be no building.
Oh my god.
Like this
Oh
game is
god.
literally could be so bad. I mean, not game, like the game mode.
Yeah. Uh I God, I remember back when the only special modes that they had brought out other than your battle royale modes was like when we had high explosives and shit. Um like those were fun back in the old maps and shit, but then when they started adding all this new creative stuff, it's like I mean, I'm actually I'm okay with like the death run matches or the death run maps. Those are fine. I mean, I think they're kind of cool. Um, that and uh, the imposters thing. I mean, I know it's a little kind of that one's a little bit iffy on my part just because
They're
they
just trying to make Among Us and Fortnite
they
still.
totally shitted out Among Us is pretty much what they did. That I'm not too keen on, but
Among Us was just that was fun. Like Imposters was just a copy version, but that was just, like very shitty.
yeah.
Like
Um,
animation wise, it was all cool, but like
yeah,
everything
it's
else was just horrible. Like the tasks and everything.
yeah, it's just the only thing that they were doing with that is they were trying to literally morph the concepts of Among Us just into a Fortnite version. So like your tasks and everything were seemingly um trying to be more relative to Fortnite than so like stupid shit like oh I don't even know what exactly that they have, but some kind of stupid shit like I don't know, scan the llama or some you know what I mean. It's just oh my god. Just come up with something original. There are so many basically rip-offs of it's everybody ripping off of everybody and there's no original content anymore.
Oh, Like we don't even really know like who's the first battle royale like creator. People say it was like PUBG, and some people say it was Fortnite because it started in 2013.
Actually, hang on a minute.
But then someone said it was H1Z1, and I'm like, just stop. You're
Yeah,
just lying at this point.
hang on. It's hang on. Hang on a minute. I'll tell you. Yeah. Uh,
Yeah, it's H1Z or not. Well, yeah, it's H1Z1.
it is H1Z1. H1Z1 was the first battle royale game.
Like that, I can kind of believe, but like I was like, how could like a zombie version of a game be like a battle royale?
Safe zone, survival game, last man standing. Hang on a second. Armored 2. Online survival game. Well, that's not exactly.
I mean, it's not that like the first survival game, because like Minecraft kind of did it, but way before.
Well, there was also Arma. Arma and Arma 2, I guess, or whatever, but this is. Hang on. List of Battle Royale games. Yeah, so Z1 Battle Royale by Daybreak Game Company was January 15th of 2015, and that was early access.
No.
Now PUBG was December 20th of 2017.
See, Fortnite came out before that.
Fortnite came out, yeah, July 21st in 2017.
But then again, they both copied H1Z1 if you think about it. They just have a different release date of their own game.
Yeah. Well, and that's that is the difference, though. It's just the fact that whoever put out the concept, not the game, but the concept itself, whoever put that out first, the others are only going to be able to follow suit. The only difference that they'll be able to do is tweak minute detailed aspects of their version of the game and tweak it to make it their version. And it'll be little details here and there that are going to be just slightly, ever so slightly different from the original concepts, because that's all that's left. If they don't come up with something completely and utterly original, and most of them don't. A lot of these companies don't even bother anymore, definitely not in 2021 or 2022, as we've seen in like what is it they recently just did? The game was it the Game of the Year awards? Did they already do that?
I don't think so. I remember when Deji's said that the game of the not game of the year, it's like a company of the year or something like that. And he was trying to say
hang on. Because Young just did a reaction video to something not too long ago, and I can't remember what it was.
Company. I forgot what it was called.
Gaming industry. Nope. Some kind of reaction. Oh yeah, the Game Awards. The Game Awards was December 9th, 2021. So like, if you watch those, you can really tell that like a lot of the game developers or the publishing companies just really don't care about originality. So like they're all just kind of starting to mesh together and blend in. Quality is just not that good anymore. Not like it was, 5 or 6 years ago.
I mean, if we had the building speed of this like chapter or last chapter, and we converted that into the chapter 1 game,
Uh-huh.
and just kept that exact like the format, like sound, like quality wise and everything, I feel like that game would have been so much better.
Yeah. There's like I feel like there's a few pieces here and there that are just kind of sprawled throughout the entirety of all three chapters seasons that if we picked apart the really good pieces and we stuck them together to the originality, like just the original, uh the first, just the very beginning of Fortnite, I'd say the game would be a hell of a lot better. Fix all the glitchiness, all the problems that we
Yeah.
experience right now that they still, like, they continue to exist and they haven't fixed yet,
Hmm.
or whether or not they're even planning on fixing them. Um, i.e., example, the opening chests and ammo boxes glitch, where sometimes, like, when you go to click it the first time to start searching, it glitches out and it sputters. So, like, you have to get pointed directly at the box and click the button one time, and it has to be steady in order for it to register and start searching, or even to start the reboot process. That's a glitch too. When you start rebooting or reviving, it's like it sputters and it doesn't start in a smooth cycle. It just, then you have to readjust, get directly on your point, and then push it again for it to actually start. You don't have that time to waste when you're in a highly fast paced game like that. You got people on top of you and you need to be moving as you're searching, or as you have milliseconds to work with. And like,
Yeah.
those milliseconds are so important in a very high tense gameplay.
Yeah. Okay.
But if they would fix that stuff, like just the little stuff, the game would be a hell of a lot better state than it is right now. And I think people would stop shitting on Fortnite as much if they would fix stuff like that. Uh fix the weird glitches where your weapons randomly will stop firing even though you're pulling the trigger and they're loaded. That shit. If they could fix that stuff, I definitely think it would be a lot better.
Yeah. I mean, I remember
Oof.
when what's it called? When they're doing the gaming awards where they thought that Epic Games won the game of the year or whatever, and Deji, I'm not sure if you know that is like Comedy
That was
Shorts
weird.
Gamer, and he teased them by saying like, "Oh, Epic Games won." He's like, I'm joking." Like, the dude's already like walking up close to the stairs to get his award, but it was Blizzard, like the company with Call of Duty and all that.
I think I remember something, like something to that effect from a while back, but like very vaguely. See, okay, so fun fact about Toodles. Did you know that I only technically, and this isn't really true, but I only just started watching the Game Awards, or like the Game of the Year Awards or whatever. I only started watching those about technically 3 or 4 years ago. So I've only
So
seen like 3 or 4 of them. And I mean,
I started watching the
realistically,
Game Awards right when I started like getting into like content creating.
yeah, and that's a good idea too. Game Awards are really good to keep up to date with what's going on. I don't literally watch them myself. I've been watching them through content creators on YouTube who actually cover it. Um, just because I like to hear their intake on what's going on. They know more about it than me, so of course I'm going to be like, "Oh, hey, yeah, he makes a valid point. I can definitely see his point of view on that." And I do follow like a lot of the covered articles that they cover, in relation to like the stuff that's going on in the gaming industry. You know, like the big mess with Activision Blizzard.
Hmm.
I learned all about that story, and it's terrible to think that the quality of the games are going down because the quality of the companies are going down.
Like literally, my perspective of like seeing like video games now, like for anyone to save any like type of like video game, they had to create something new, something like fresh, something that's hot on the market. But I don't feel like we'll get that until like 2030 when like the metaverse is like somewhat up and running.
And we'll even see how that goes, to be honest. I think they need to keep.
Everyone is literally expecting the metaverse to be like a bit shitty at the beginning, but at the same time, there's
Well,
really high
everything is
expectations.
shitty in the beginning.
Yeah,
Everything
but
that
I mean,
has a
high
beginning is shitty.
expectations because of like the VR system. So like, there's high expectations where it's going to be like Ready Player One, the movie, and I'm like, they're not that advanced.
So you would be rather surprised. Do you know how far advanced that the Japanese are with their technology?
Well,
Like
yeah,
not even
it's
the
not like Mark Zuckerberg
technology,
like
not even the
being like,
technology that's here, like here in the United States per se.
oh yeah,
Um,
they probably have hard light technology already, or like holograms.
well, they
Like
have,
they
you know,
have.
they have like the actual nerve gear shit.
What do you mean nerve gear?
Do you not
Like
know about that?
brain stuff?
Okay, so fun fact: you need to look up the nerve gear from Japan, like what they actually have now. Um, I looked it up about it's been just a few years ago, but try searching. Uh, Let me see. Try searching nerve gear, maybe VR, or nerve gear IRL or
They
something
said
like
it's
that.
like it's not possible to make nerve gear with today's tech. Like they're gonna have to wait till 2030. Like I said, they feel like 2030 is the year that everything's gonna like boom. Which begs to ask the question:
Okay, so like
how
here's
the
an
hell are they gonna know that it's gonna work in 2030?
well
Why is
here.
2030 such like a given year? Like
Okay, so
I just realized that.
this question here is they ask, is nerve gear possible in real life? And it says no, the nerve gear cannot be possible at the moment. However, in Japan, they are creating the nerve gear and is to be released in May of 2022, told by the creator Kayaba uh oh shit. Ah- Ahikiko. Akiko. Oh my god, that's hard to pronounce. Um so the nerve gear cannot be possible in 2020. So this question was asked back in 2020, but it says the nerve gear cannot be possible in 2020, but in 2022 we just have to wait for 2 more years. So they are working on that technology, or they were working on that technology as of 2020. Um, it may not be released in 2022 just because of the whole pandemic thing. It probably brushed some setbacks, just like with everything else. Like the fact that we can't get the technology that we want, like even just fucking video graphics cards, just because of that and the microchips and all that shit that they're short on. It probably set that back too. So maybe if we
You know
look for,
why we're short on them? Because a lot of people are just getting into mining.
well, yeah, there's that too. That, and because people are idiots. But I digress.
Well,
Hey,
I know
cat.
someone that has like
Seriously?
53090s, and I'm like, dude, one, how, and two, why?
Good questions.
Like, are you like trying to like
Why?
compress like a 16K video? 16K is not even possible.
No. All it is because of the big fucking hype surrounding cryptocurrency. That's all.
Every time I think of cryptocurrency, it reminds me of Pete Davidson.
Every time I think of cryptocurrency, I think about, huh?
I'm playing that meme one more time.
Okay. When I think about cryptocurrency, I literally go back to thinking about when they very first started introducing like iTunes, and back when they had the earlier music players, like Zunes, which was a Microsoft thing, Microsoft Zune. It was a MP3 player, just like an iPad or an iPod or something. It was basically Microsoft's version of an iPod Touch, but without the touchscreen yet. But when they first introduced that, they had an online store that you could purchase your music from digitally. And once they first started introducing that, the digital stores where you can buy stuff, you convert your US dollars or whatever it is your currency type to, you convert it to a digital currency. And you start that process. You started that off simply by purchasing a card, a physical card, like at a store. And when you bought the card, you put money on it. They activate the card. The money technically turns into a digital currency then. So when you enter the code from the back of your card online, it gets turned into digital currency. That is technically the very start of the cryptocurrency world. And then it just started growing. And back in technically 2008 was when Bitcoin first was conceived, practically. And the actual Bitcoin making a move was in 2013. The only reason why I know this is because a little bit later, like when Bitcoin first like rocket launched itself, like when it the very first time it came up to like $40,000, I did a little bit of research, and there was an article about a kid, back in 2013, a 15-year-old kid invested, I think it was $20. Like, he invested $20 in Bitcoin in 2013. 5 or so years later, let's go up to, let's see, how many years is that? So 5 years later would be what, 2018? 2018 was about the time that Bitcoin shot to about $40,000 to $50,000. The fucking kid who invested $20 in Bitcoin back in 2013, when Bitcoin was just sitting there as a nothing and nobody knew about it, the fucking kid became the first millionaire, like the youngest millionaire, because of that.
The youngest teenager to be a millionaire.
Exactly. And that's like, so I was like, okay, so that's literally the power of cryptocurrency, is the fact that when it's in its noob stage, i.e. take Doge for instance, you have to remember when you're investing in something like this cryptocurrency.
I feel like Doge will go like really far, but at the same time, I feel like it's just more of a meme to go.
I think. Well, okay, so here's what I think. I think it depends. I think it has potential. But the only reason I say that is because every time I think about the whole Doge thing and everyone's like, it's a meme, and I think back to the origin story of Bitcoin and how Bitcoin...
Well, yeah, but I'm pretty sure it won't be like the same mistake, though.
But like I said, you gotta... you got to think of it this way, though. The origin of Bitcoin's story is the fact that Bitcoin was conceived. The ideal concept was literally conceived in 2008. It sat there in nothingness for 5 years after it came to be a thing. It sat there in nothingness for 5 years. In 2013 was when it first got picked up. People started buying it. That was back when it was, I don't even know. It's like where Doge is sitting now, like less than a penny or some shit when it first started.
Yeah.
And so you have these people who invested like $20, just $20 into something less than a penny. And then nobody knew, just like they don't know about Doge, but nobody knew. And then another 5 years later, after it started picking up, so a total of 10 years before it did anything. And look what the fuck happened. It happened. Nobody knew about it. Nobody cared. But look what it did. And now everyone's like, oh man, if only I jumped on that bandwagon back then.
Exactly.
But here's the thing. Technology is always in state of advancement. It is in a constant rotation of advancing. And it's advancing rapidly. I mean, in comparison, you know, I'm 26 years old. I don't have a problem telling you how old I am. I'm 26 years old. I'm 26 years old. I was at a decent age as part of the 90s, and like kind of coming out of that era. I still got a good glimpse of what the old, technically what the pre-millennial was, and then transitioning into the boom of technology. I got to witness all that. I was really young, but I got to witness, you know, how things were in the old days.
Yeah,
and
same.
then, you know, that switch over. I was at the right age to be able to remember all of that. And then with that in mind, as far as, you know, technological advancements, cryptocurrency is going to have to advance too. And it's always going to be the next thing. It's going to be whatever that they're planning on doing in the future with technology. They're going to have something different, a different cryptocurrency, a different method, different payment methods, different contract agreements, everything has to move forward. And everything has to move forward together. And so we don't know if Doge is going to be that next cryptocurrency, you know, when they get the metaverse put up there, or we don't know if whatever comes after Doge, what was the other one? Shiba Inu or something?
I don't know.
Or what if it's not so much about the single cryptocurrency? What if it's more about the collective of the cryptocurrency? What if it's supposed to be a system of these random made up cryptocurrencies like Doge and Shiba, and maybe they'll come out with something else that's kind of off the wall there? What if it's the collective of those cryptocurrencies that makes up a whole new system for a future, you know, whatever it is they come up with? And then the value that's going to come along with that, because as soon as we hit that new stage of technology, whether it be like nerve gear or the metaverse, or, you know, never having to see real live human beings again, it's the value is going to be tremendous. So of course everybody's going to want to be in on having, oh shit, I really hate when it does that. Fuck! Hang on. Son of a bitch, my controller died. But like everything is just it's going to change. I don't know when it'll change. I don't really know what the hell this metaverse thing is really supposed to be until we get there. I'm not all enthusiastic about the metaverse thing itself just because it's fucking Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? Uh, I'm not real interested in that itself. I'm interested in the other things that kind of follow behind it.
Yeah, I totally agree.
So, I'll ask you this last question, and then you can head off. I know you're tired. So what
Yeah,
are
I hope we could have just played a game instead of just talking, but it was a good conversation.
exactly? I like dialogue. If I could figure out how to turn that into content, I would.
I mean, we should just have like a podcast then.
Well, there you go. We could just talk about random shit.
I mean, that you can just put it on Discord and have some people join and just talk.
Yep. I'll just talk about, you know, I really enjoy talking about technology, obviously. Video games, obviously. There's other topics that I really enjoy talking about, but I try to, like, because I don't know how other people really feel about stuff. Some things I just kind of keep more to myself, but if I can find somebody who has an interest in it, like I do enjoy talking about like philosophical things, and astrology is one of my favorite things. One of
I'm okay with astrology. It's just if someone just like drones on about it, I'm like, I'm falling asleep. Because my sister's into it, and she tried getting me into it also. But like I'm okay with listening to it. Like if someone's talking about it, I'm like, okay, just talk about it, but just don't bring me into it.
Well, that's one way to do it.
Like for example, like what's your star sign, right? And then my sister sees me like a list of like what's happening with my life.
Well,
I'm like, how did you get that with that kind of information?
See, well, that's what like the interesting part about like astrology is, or reading into astrology is just it allows you to dig deeper for linking information. Information that's mostly about yourself that leads to a deeper level of yourself. It just really makes you think on, like, okay, so, this is this way because, well, this is this way because of this, and this is this way because of that. And then, like, the further in you go, you're like, oh yeah, that makes sense. I know it's weird, but it's just something to make you think. That's all.
Yeah. All right, Toodles. I really enjoyed our talk. We should do that more often.
Agreed. Like maybe we could somehow, some way, some non-crashing computer format, we could probably come up with like a night for Discord chat or something.
Yeah.
Just make it like a scheduled thing, and then that way we can have like a consistent Suge, Toodles, and whoever else to invite type of podcast.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
We could just make it a just chatting session, like one night a week or one night every 2 weeks or whatever.
Yeah, we could do like one night every week. I'm down for that.
That'd be pretty cool. We'd have to pick a, like, sort of a busy night.
Everyone can get on.
Yeah, and like sort of a busy night. Like I've noticed certain nights there's not as many people online or anything. It's I don't know what it is, but like I feel like Thursdays are, like, for me, Thursdays I see the most amount of people. I don't know why. I figured it would be like a weekend or something because nobody has anything to do.
For me, that I see a lot of people that's like not on is like a Tuesday.
that's weird. I'm
So,
still
like,
trying to. I'm trying to experiment with like different times and different days, which is probably why you'll see me online like early during the day, and then you'll see me online again really late at night because I'm trying to figure out that balance when people are actually like on or who will come into chat and whatnot. And it's really hard to tell.
uh,
All right. But yeah, we'll talk a little bit more about it. Like I said, jump into Discord with me sometime. We can if you go into my Discord channel, we can just we could either talk in general chat or I could make a special channel for us for like a podcast setup.
yeah, and like I've seen a lot of streamers like do this, and we can just like have Discord playing like in the just chatting, but like we can have like our individual like faces or at least like our icon just like there to talk.
So let me ask you this: there's a couple different things that we could kind of work with. Have you seen the thing from Twitch about? Well, actually, I don't even know if it's Twitch. I think it might be Stream Elements or somebody. It's called Stream Pairs. Have you seen that?
I don't think so, but I think I know what you mean. It's like it uses someone else's like let's just say if someone has like a scene on OBS where it's like just their like face cam, like they can use that one scene in their someone else's stream.
I think so. That might be how it works. I'd have to dig into it a little bit more to find more information on it, but it's supposedly like you can
If you're
use
just doing like a regular like video call on like Discord, like where you see each other's faces, like that's what I kind of meant. Like you could do like a video call on that and then stream that itself.
Oh yeah, yeah. The stream pairs thing is more like a like if you I'm not sure exactly how it works, but if you like say it allows you to share your viewers with another streamer like live. So like say for instance if we're streaming separately, then it would technically if we paired together, your viewers would count for my stream and my viewers would count for your stream.
I mean, we can look into that.
I'll do a little bit more research on it, and then whenever we get to chat in Discord, then I'll let you know more on it.
All right. So is Discord like your main what's this word?
Huh?
Like to reach out platform?
Yeah, technically speaking, I don't really use anything else.
Okay. No,
Like
I
that's
think
I've
I use Discord on my phone, but it's like I think it's under another name. That's why I probably don't respond.
I don't know. Yeah, I've never. Strangely enough, I've never used.
Change my name on Discord because like.
Wait a minute. Oh wait, no, I'm not gonna do that.
Oh.
Wait, I'm confused as to what you're talking about.
Well, like so, whenever I change my name on Discord, like you probably don't even see like Such there anymore. It's like Ace Archer or something like that. Because almost every time I didn't even do anything to change my screen.
I know.
Like I was saying, like it just changes. So I'm not sure if like you were like, oh, I don't want to talk to this random dude I don't know.
Well, so I have you in here as SugeTube. Yeah. So I don't know if you've changed your name or something. Like I have SugeTube specifically. Now I can actually in my Discord I could go in and change your nickname.
Please don't. Name that's Sushi or something like that.
Well, okay, so I wouldn't name you Sushi, but I'd just call you Suji, just like I always call you.
Yeah. I think you already named me that in your Discord?
I thought I did, honestly, but like you're still. If I go back and look from like previous direct messages that we've had, um, you're still just listed as SugeTube. So I don't think I ever actually changed your name.
Oh, all right.
But anywho,
Yeah, let's do that podcasting. I'm actually really interested in that.
that'd be pretty cool. We'll have to. We'll also have to kind of see like who do we want to join in on it, what type of topics and shit that we talk about.
Mm-hmm. You could literally make a whole stream off that. Maybe a good like 4 hours. I know podcasts like go off like 7 hours, but 3 to 4
oh
hours,
my
like,
god! I mean, I get playing Fortnite for 7 hours. Even that's draining.
Yeah.
I don't even know how long we've been playing.
For me, like, I can only play like one game for at least 3 hours, unless it's a story game.
I've been just like if I'm grinding in Fortnite, time just passes me by. I don't really think about it. But like
even if I'm grinding in Fortnite, it's just I have like on my usually my second screen where like my OBS is, like I usually have like a video playing or like a movie playing. I'm just like watching the movie while I'm like driving around in circles.
Oh my god. Yeah.
But yeah, I want to go hit the hay.
I'll probably go watch YouTube.
Yeah, I guess I'll see you tomorrow if you're on.
Yep, I'll more than likely be on, so I'll catch you on the flop side.
But if you're on like during the middle of the day, and if you invite me, I probably won't be on like Fortnite. I'll be like playing a PC game and streaming that. But literally after 6 or 7, I'll be on Fortnite.
Yeah, just
like literally almost everyone plays Fortnite like that I usually play with. They always play like during like the night or like afternoon. So,
I do both.
PC gamers, so like all my PC like friends, they always play like during like afternoon or like in the middle of the day. So like I gotta like switch here and switch there.
Yeah, that's cool. Like I said, do you? And I'm always rather flexible. I'm gonna try to start. Did I ever tell you that I quit my job?
Well, no, but I kind of figured that you had something to do with your job that happened to you because like you were streaming a lot more now. So
yeah,
no, because like for example, let's just say a couple of days ago where you're like streaming for like 8 hours straight, and I was like, wait, does she have to like go to work or something like that?
Not anymore. Yeah.
But obviously, I didn't want to assume it. I was like, wait, she's probably on a break. But
no, I made the decision. I just quit because it was just going downhill, and I really just did not want to be there. It was not worth what I was getting out of it.
Was it like the job environment or just the job itself?
Realistically, it's the job environment and the compensation for it just was not adding up. And I just if I'm gonna get paid what I got paid, and I was expected to do what I did, I would seek advancement. However, there was absolutely no advancement opportunities for me there, and that plays a part of the environment itself, and that's like there were so many problems there. It's kind of hard to really elaborate. Let's just say it's not really a place for females. There's lots of discrimination there in many different forms, and I just recognized earlier on that I would not progress there. And if I'm not going to progress, I don't want to be there because I'm not going to spend 20 plus some years of my life sitting in the very same position.
Yeah, I understand about that.
So I had
I had one of my sister's friend. He used to work at Target, and now he's in his he's like 27, and he was there for like a good 5 to 6 years, and he's like, bro, I studied for something else, and I'm like, this was more of like a side job. I just haven't got like a main job. He started focusing on getting an actual job. Not that Target isn't an actual job, but like
yeah.
a more higher paid job, and boom, he got it. So I don't know
Yeah.
why he was in that position though, but
Well, and that's like with this, it's a little bit complicated because okay, so let me put it this way and maybe you'll know. Did you also keep up with any part of the Activision Blizzard problems? Did you keep up with any of those stories?
after I left Warzone for like a good couple months, I just stopped worrying about Blizzard and all that.
So pretty much like in a simple summified elaboration, pretty much the exact same problems reside at where I worked as what is sinking Activision Blizzard. It's a fraternal environment. People who are independent and who are realistic workers do not thrive there because if you're not a part of a clique, all the bad stuff happens to you if you are not a part of a clique. And unfortunately, I'm not that type of person. I don't conform to social groups. Not my thing, not my style. And just due to that fact alone, I was a target. Ever since I've been there, the entire time I've been there, I've always been a target.
What do you mean by target?
So that's also kind of hard to elaborate on. It just has to do with the environment itself. Where
was it like
cat?
Was the environment like meant for men?
It was mostly men built. And that's not
so,
like
I'm not saying like it's like a sexist thing. Like
no,
they didn't want you to feel uncomfortable.
Oh no, I don't give a rat's ass. It's my thing is like I said. It's like the situation is vastly similar to that which is happening to Activision Blizzard. They had so many lawsuits. Activision Blizzard, I mean, in some circumstances, my workplace did have lawsuits as well, but I'll spare that. They had lawsuits in regards to sexual harassment and discrimination against female workers. The thing is, people were complaining about Activision Blizzard because of its discrimination against the female workers, female employees. That's where that whole big thing exploded, and that's what's sinking Activision now. There's a lot more information in the articles online. Things got so bad with Activision that their head legal support, like their biggest attorney, like legal support, left them in the middle of a lawsuit. Do you know how bad things have to be for your legal attorney to ditch you in the middle of a lawsuit?
Wait, for your company or for you?
No, like just talking in general, like for Specifically for a company, yes. But, like, just in general, if a legal attorney, like your head, your chief of whatever, your chief of legal support, if they leave your company in the middle of a lawsuit, that's because they know that it's so bad that it's going to go so sour that they don't want a part of it, period. So their their main legal chief ditched them in the middle of a lawsuit in regards to harassment because their circumstances were so bad, and it came from supposedly that even the heads of the company were involved in the fraternal environment, the cliques and whatnot, and they were a part of the bad things that were happening within the company. And that's why they got a a more or less a sexist related lawsuit thrown out against them. The circumstances are very similar to where I came from. It's internally, it's a fraternal environment where it's everybody's buddy with each other in a specific group, and if you're not a part of that group, if you're an outsider, you're targeted, which means practically anything really, but like you're targeted as far as like you're shunned most of the time, nobody talks to you, everybody keeps their distance from you except for like what's absolutely necessary to get the job done. Obviously they talk about you behind your back, they talk about you to everybody in their group because you're an outsider. It's literally how it works. If you do anything, it doesn't matter what you do. You could haul off and, I don't know, shit in the floor in one of the bathrooms, and somebody will go around spreading a rumor that specifically you were the one that did that, even though you weren't. You know what I mean?
I can't relate, but I understand.
Like, they pretty much just spread all kinds of rumors about each other, and it's terrible. But because I didn't conform to certain groups, and I always just did what I was supposed to, it pretty much made me a target the entire time I was there. Because, for one, I'm female. A lot of men have an issue with taking authority from a woman. And the thing is, where I worked, we didn't have a whole lot of like seasoned officers or like seasoned employees there. So like, because I was one of the last few that was really truly seasoned, that I've had so many years behind me, because of that, technically by default, a lot of the younger guys that were coming in who had less years than me, I was technically responsible for everything in my department. Like, regardless, like, yeah, they can do stuff on their own, right? Like, they can hold their own. But if shit went sour, I was initially responsible because I was there to support them as the senior employee, right? So they basically looked at it like, okay, well, you've been here longer, you've been here the longest, you should know how things work, why did this happen? You should have been able to communicate with, with the lesser seasoned officers or employees or whatever the hell they're called. You should have... Do what now?
I'd be throwing hands by now.
But that's how management viewed it, is because you're the one who's been there the longest, you know how everything works, you should be able to guide the newer employees in situations. Because of that, they didn't like the newer employees being usually men, usually like guys in their 20s to all the way up to their 30s even, who don't have the experience. They don't like taking authority from a younger woman. So it becomes a problem. It becomes a personal problem, but it becomes a problem nonetheless. It's not. It doesn't have anything to do with the fact that I'm a female. The reality is, it's because I have the experience and I know how things work here. When you come in and you don't have the experience and you don't know how things actually work here. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But because it gets turned into a personal problem, because, and again, it's really not about being sexist either, because I don't really give a shit. But because they turn it into a personal problem because they don't like taking authority from a female, they start talking amongst each other about, oh, well, and sometimes the sexist stuff does start coming out. Like, I have overheard conversations in regards to me before about how because I'm a woman. Yeah. Because they can't do anything to me because I'm a woman. And I'm like, are you seriously that dense? It's like, it has nothing to fucking do with the fact that I'm a woman. It has to do with the fact that,
unless you're getting special treatment, like, then you can say that. But if, so if someone were to say, like, so I'm just saying, for example, like, I'm totally on your side on this. I'm just saying, like, it's wrong for people to, like, say, like, oh, because you're a woman, you're doing this. But, like, if you were to say, if, like, a woman were to be the cause of this, right? Like, it's male instinct to be like, oh, obviously she's getting better treatment or better authority figure in your scenario. Like, she's getting more power because she's a woman. Like, it's nothing like that. It's like,
no, and here's
over matter.
Yep, and since you brought that up, like, allow me to give you this information because it goes hand in hand with what you just said. The special treatment thing. Okay, so two things here. For one, it's absolutely not special treatment.
I'm not saying it's special treatment. It's just an example.
I know, but this is what I'm saying. I know for a fact it's absolutely not special treatment because, for one,
you're treated so horribly.
Well, yeah, I mean, typically I'm treated horribly, yes, but for one, realistically, it's because so, like, one of the guys that I overheard in a conversation mentioned something about how the reason why I don't get in trouble is because I'm a woman. And I'm like, no, the reason I don't get in trouble is because I do my fucking job, and I don't half-ass shit, and I do everything supervisors want me to do. But here's the catch to that. Okay, this goes into number 2. I also don't kiss ass.
The only time I've ever, like, been in that type of scenario is when I'm the younger, like, person, but I'm doing so much better than all, like, the older, like, kids and, like, people, and they're like, why does he get special treatment? He's younger, he came late. I'm like, homie, I'm doing a better job than you.
Yeah, it's they find a reason to blame it on something other than their personal skills and their ethics. That's why
it's just blame at the end of the day.
It is. And like I said, it's
as long as you can't take responsibility of what you did, then
the problem is, like I said, most of the time people who are like that are mainly assuming that the reason why you get treated better is because you kiss your supervisor's ass. In other words, basically like a teacher's pet in simpler terms. But the thing is,
You can't really say teacher's pet. Like teacher's pet's like a different thing because that's someone trying to get a good grade. For
Listen.
me, it was.
And you're right. That is what it is. But here's the thing, though. Did you know that there's not much of a difference, really, between a high school environment and a workplace environment? It's all the same. Like, you might not think that, but people who come from high school, who come out of the educational system and go into the workplace, are going to work with all the same buddies that they had in high school. Work is literally just a fucking high school for adults. The thing is, what people don't get... Yeah, literally. You don't have to do the whole, like, studying specific subjects and such. And you get paid to do things that you learned, right? But the thing is, and I'm not kidding, the workforce is the exact same as a high school in the sense that the adults never really grew up. They didn't grow out of their buddy clique, small group, make fun of people for being different, the whole judging people based off of their looks.
To their workplace, like if you're a bully in high school, you're just going to be a bully in life.
Yeah, and you'll be a bully in the workplace, and that's literally, okay. So I know this one sounds kind of iffy, but like, so like in high school or school, I don't know, it might even apply to younger grades or whatever. In high school, when you basically, how to put it? So like, oh my gosh, I'm not really sure how to put it exactly. So when you're in high school and you got your buddies, you got your buddies in class, and you got like, you probably have your phone in class or whatever. You're either like failing your grades or something. You might not know that exactly, but you know how like there are kids that do that. A lot of people flunk class, or they cut school, or they don't do the studying, they don't do the actual homework, they don't do... You see where I'm getting at?
Yeah.
So, that very same ethics in school, in a school system, are the exact same ethics existing in a work environment. They're lazy, pretty much. They're focused on solely doing their own thing, instead of doing what they're supposed to be doing, technically speaking. So like, you literally carry over your lazy ethics that you have in school and carry them over to lazy ethics in your work environment. There are people that do that. Those people are pretty much why, an example, somebody who's like me, I have extremely high work ethics. So I'm the person who goes the extra mile in everything I do. Again, but that kind of wraps us back into the whole, like the whole teacher's pet thing and the whole kissing your boss's ass type thing. They're practically the same. Yes, a teacher's pet is more like doing things to get, better grades. But the concept is still the same, because when you're in a workplace environment, you're still kind of kissing up to the authority figure in that position, which would be your teacher in a school environment, in order to get something out of it. People usually do that to get, like, if you kiss your boss's ass, you're really, all you're doing is you're trying to get better treatment or whatever. The thing is, with me and my circumstances, like I was talking about, I don't do that. I don't kiss ass. I don't play teacher's pet to get something. Yeah, that's not how I work. I work for my shit in all areas. So a lot of the times people will assume, or probably do assume, that the reason why I don't get in trouble or whatever is because, oh, she's kissing the supervisor's ass. No. She is doing what she's supposed to do to begin with, and actually applying her work ethics and actually showing up to work. And I hardly ever called out of work, and I worked with them. If I needed something, I worked with them to make it happen. So they were always good with working with me on what I needed to meet my needs, because I worked with them to meet their needs. But people don't see it that way. So the fact that I don't kiss ass or play teacher's pet is technically why I would never advance there, because I don't play the whole clique game. I don't join groups and be like, hey, I want to be best buddies with you so that you'll, give me a promotion. I don't do that. I do things the old-fashioned way through hard work and exceptional ethics. And I really hate that. But that's the reality of it. That's the reality of why Toodlez wasn't going to go anywhere where she was at. And now she made that decision to walk out. And that's why you see Toodlez streaming more often.
Dang.
It's now, and just to kind of like ease off of this topic, I know you really want to go to bed. Just to ease off of this topic, I'm in between right now. I'm trying to figure out what to do as far as a job. There's not a lot of options available for me where I'm at that's going to be able to support me in what I need. So I have to find something, just something. And I'm not gonna rely on the whole streaming thing for like my source of income. That's just not gonna happen. I'm not one of those types of streamers who'd be like, oh hey, well, start flashing everybody. I'm not that type of streamer, so I gotta figure something out and just kind of do this like on a side as a little bit of fun. And I am working on trying to build my own business. So I'll be doing that. I'll be doing that too at the same time, and just kind of see where I can get to from here. But I'm stuck in a very awkward position right now.
I don't have anything to say except for just try to work through it, because like everyone has like that kind of phase.
Yeah.
But in your current scenario, like, I kind of wish I had more detail, because there's really something I can't really relate to. But yeah.
Yeah, and that's fine. It's
block just goes away.
Yeah, and you don't really have to have anything to say. I mean, don't worry about don't worry about the awkward silence. I know there's a lot of people, and especially just because, you're younger than me, you don't have as many years put in already. But you'll get some of your own experience in that coming soon. You did things a little bit backwards from me. Because you went through the whole school thing. I've never done school. Strangely enough.
Wait,
like I
you didn't
was
finish high school?
Okay, so I was homeschooled my entire life.
Oh.
I did not go through a public educational system. And here's a fun fact, another fun fact about Toodles. So Toodles was homeschooled her whole life, okay? But there's a catch. In all technicality, I really didn't go much further past 6th grade. Technically speaking, I didn't go past 6th grade because I did all of my schoolwork online. It was through a program, a computer program, and it teaches you all your subjects. It's a curriculum. You go through all your lessons. It gives you the problems and you solve them. At the end of the year, we still took a test just like school kids would.
Yeah.
It was a little different, but it was just like a general comprehensive test in regards to each of the subject. There was like 6 different subjects. And then if we passed a certain criteria, then we technically move on to the next grade, whatever. I always passed mine pretty much with flying colors. I was typically average, and in some subjects I was above average. That's fine, dandy. But here's where the funny part comes in. I stopped doing the work itself after about 6th grade. Like, I just completely stopped doing the work. In 2013, I, however, still managed to graduate with a GED. So that is the extent of Toodle's education. I never went to college. I tried to do the college thing for a little bit. I never made it past the getting enrolled part, because when you're homeschooled, even just getting enrolled in a college system is incredibly difficult for a homeschooled person, because you don't have the same documentations that colleges ask for in your applications and such. The process is so much more tedious because you don't have a referring institution. Like, you would be able to say, oh, well, I went to such and such high school. They'd be like, oh, okay. And then they ask a person, where did you go to school? Or what high school did you graduate? I didn't graduate a high school. I was homeschooled. I don't have anything like that. So after I made that attempt, I gave up. I just said, I'm not doing this. It's not worth it.
I mean, it just takes time, but that's your decision.
It does take time, but just for the record, I
know a
made
kid
3.
that like literally moved his senior year, didn't make a lot of friends, and then he went to college, and now he's like not like friendless. It's just more like he doesn't have enough friends. He's like kind of antisocial now, and
Toodles.
I mean, he's still going to college. Like, I'm not trying to compare that to you. I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
it took time for him just to, like, do it. You know?
Yeah. And I made, like, over the course, I'm totally serious here. Over the course of, since I was 17 and even up until, like, I think about 2 or 3, probably about 3 years ago. So between the time that I was 17 and 23, I made 2 or 3 different attempts at starting a college thing. And I never made it through just getting enrolled in a college somewhere for any type of programs. In regards to that, hi Cat. In regards to that, so Toodles does not have any college education either. I have a GED, no college experience. Things are a little bit different for me when it comes to, like, what my options are going to be for just about anything. What I really want to do is I want to do something where I can get involved in a certain type of work. and work my way in, as opposed to going through and doing the college education thing first and then the work thing last. That's like I was saying, you did it kind of backwards to me. You did the school thing first and then you're doing the work thing second, right? That's a lot of families.
I wouldn't say that backwards, but
well, I mean, like in comparison to me, like
okay, yeah.
I mean, the majority does things normally, where the parents send the kids through school first and then they get a job. I did it, I guess, kind of backwards, where I did the work thing and then the school thing.
You don't know everyone's scenario, so that's.
So I mean,
you can't really like compare to other kids. Like your scenario is where you had to work first and then go to school. That's.
Yeah, it's just I kind of think of it like a traditional thing. Like, I think most people believe the traditional way of raising a family is that the kids in the families go through school first and then work. But, of course, times have changed, so things do get kind of flipped around, and you see more and more people going to work first as kids, and then later in life, if they decide to go to school again, then they would start going to school. So yeah, it's, I mean, as far as the comparison thing, I'm just kind of thinking of like traditionally.
I don't know why he randomly just redeemed that. I didn't even think anyone was watching still.
Is anybody watching?
Yeah, I have 2 viewers, but it's fine.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I don't have any. I have one that's showing up, but that might be me. Or a bot. It might be a bot.
I'm surprised he's still awake. He's usually asleep by now.
Who is it?
He doesn't like me to say my name, but like, not my name, his name. His name's Master 76.
Okay. He doesn't like you saying your name.
He doesn't like me saying his name.
I gotcha. I just thought it was funny you said he doesn't like you saying your name.
Yeah, I was very confused when you said that.
That's all good. I personally don't really care at this point, because I know it's just me sitting here rambling on, and again,
hey,
I'll probably...
Like hey, you surpassed me in followers.
Do what?
You surpassed me in followers.
What are you talking about, fool? Hang on.
You're like at 151? Or 153?
Okay, wait. Ah! I don't want an advertisement. What is wrong with you? Now, I was trying to get to your channel, but it puts me through, like, your channel first, and then I just get an advertisement the first thing. I'm trying to get to where I can click on your name.
I always get an ad when I'm on your channel, too. So I get
I know.
30-minute ad every time I'm looking at you.
No, that's not necessarily true. I have mine set up. They added another new feature to Twitch where it allows you to have more control over your ads. So I'm pretty much working on that, and I've set mine up to where it'll play a pre-roll ad, like the very first, I don't know what it is, like the first minute of stream, because I usually have I have a start scene that I'm working on as well, so that the first little bit that I have, that the first 10 minutes that I have of the start scene, it just automatically plays the first ad like during that time, and then the next one won't automatically play until after about 30 minutes. It'll be like every 30 minutes, unless I go in and I snooze it. So like if something, I chose 30 minutes because 30 minutes is like a really good amount of time for a good game of Fortnite. And then that way, if something happens and like things are getting good and we're coming up on that 30-minute mark, I can hit snooze, and it will stop the ad from happening for like so many more minutes, and that way viewers won't miss anything, like if there's something good going on. But I initially I set mine up for like the very first few minutes or whatever of stream, the start, because there's nobody here by that time. That way viewers don't get slammed immediately with an advertisement. But it is set to play like I think it's a minute and a half of ads, maybe. Yeah, I think it's the minute and a half one. So it'll play like 3 ads or something.
Yeah, but you don't get like so whenever people like open your stream, you won't be able to like they won't be able to play ads on that. They'll just watch your stream, and then whenever you play ads, yeah, they'll see it.
Yeah, and like I can plan. I could plan, like, say, if I'm gonna have a BRB moment or whatever, I can just go ahead and manually run the ads.
I mean, that's what I've been doing, but then I just realized that doesn't really bring in ads. But there's like 2 ways of like seeing it, because like some people like put ads so they can like make money off of it, but also like put ads like when they're not streaming, like so if you go take a bathroom break or something like that, you can play your ads. But if you put your ads on, you won't be able to make anything. Like not making it, you won't be able to like when people walk into your stream, they won't run into an ad. I'm too tired. My head hurts.
I kind of follow along with what you're saying. I get it.
So, like, if you were to like do your like say a 60-second ad, and because you had to go to the bathroom, it will stop all pre-roll ads. So whenever someone clicks on your channel, like every live view, they will have an ad to be playing. But now everything's coming back to me. So if you have that turned off, a lot of people will see like, oh, he's more in, not more in control of his channel, but like he wants people to see what his channel's about instead of just like seeing like a 30-second ad, then seeing what he's about.
Yeah. Yep, I'm trying to work on it's really hard to work on anything really in relation to all this because my computer is so slow so like I have to work on things bit by bit, and that's one of the things that I am trying to work on is like making things more convenient for my viewers when they first come in, and like trying to make it more like I'm still running ads and stuff because I have that option, but at the same time I don't really want to bolster the people, the viewers or even the new viewers really with something that's so kind of obnoxious. I totally get I want to be more on the side of the viewers, and just let them know that I have control over the things that annoy them. And but like they're still there, but I have control over it, and I try to work and make it so that it doesn't, so that it's less annoying to them. It's kind of complex, just so that they know that I care about their viewership, and not so much that it's just about the, oh hey, here, have an ad because I get money off of this. I mean, I don't really hardly get money off of this, but
I think it's 2 cents.
I don't know.
Or something like that.
So I'm trying to come up with every avenue that I can possibly imagine as to like what I can do for them, and help them and make this a better place for them. Just simple fact that, like, as an example, the other thing that I did, so I changed my tip page, the one that we set up for PayPal. And so PayPal and Twitch or Stream Elements, one of the two, can't remember, they partnered together to make it
right, I
where.
forgot to tell you that it's been like I think a year and a half since we met.
Really?
Yeah, like there's Zinni.
Uh-huh.
He tell us like in Christmas when he donated me $5.
Oh yeah, and I
Um,
remember we were doing Fortnite, the whatever building. What was that? What were we playing?
I'm pretty sure it was just Fortnite. I think it was
It, it was one of the other modes though. It was like
Assault.
a 1v1 or something. You remember what that mode was? Where you
Zone
got the
Wars?
guy off of the tower? I still have the clip of it.
Where I got that guy off of the tower.
Mhm.
Oh, the 1v1s?
Yeah, like
Like in Zone Wars?
we were kind of playing like hide and seek almost. Or that's
Oh
what it
yeah, it was
felt
Zone
like.
Wars.
Is that what that was?
Yeah, it was
God,
Zone
I
Wars.
can't even remember.
It was called Desert Zone Wars.
Something to that effect. But yeah, that was when that
Yeah.
took place. When those donations took place, we were playing that game together.
Dang.
I remember that. That's been quite a while ago.
But I remember when, like, cause like I was like not online for like maybe 5 months. I haven't streamed for like that long. Then
Mhm.
Zinni just like unfollowed me, and I'm like, oh. But he had followed me back like recently. At New Year's, like literally that 1 year anniversary, he literally followed me back.
That's funny. I just also realized I've got a 13-month sub on Zinni. Like just recently I hit the 12-month sub for Zinni, and so it's like a
Wait,
1 year.
so you subbed for him
Yeah,
13 months, or did you just sub like 13 months in a row?
yeah. I've subbed for 13 months in a row.
Uh,
This month I think is the 13th month. So I actually. So call me crazy, but I actually meant to do
we have been
something.
talking for almost an hour and 15.
But see, there you go, an hour and 15 minutes of podcast material.
And anyone that's gonna watch my video, like the stream, like right after this, because I actually have people that actually watch it.
I don't know. I've no,
They're just gonna
I
see
don't.
a title screen, not even title screen, it's like, like the lobby screen for an hour and 15 minutes.
But hey, they're probably more or less just interested in listening instead of viewing.
True.
I mean, okay, so i.e. example, a lot of the times if I'm watching streams, a lot of times I'll watch the stream like for the visual and whatnot, but most of the time if I'm busy, I just like to listen. I just like to hear the conversation.
I mean, if I'm watching other people stream, like, I like a good like comedic stream, like someone that's funny or like someone that's like
Oof.
constantly talking. Like anyone that's just, like so focused into the game, I'm like, sorry.
Okay, so there's two parts to Toodles that fall under those categories. One of them is, yes, Toodles does talk, if you can get Toodles talking. The other thing is, like, if I have moments where there's not really a lot going on and I don't have to really worry about focusing on people, then I do get engulfed in the game, and especially when it gets super intense and I start getting super competitive, I tend to like hone in on the game. And it's not like I would mean to do that
All right.
intentionally. But I can do it both ways. I can be a conversational person, and I can be a hardcore zoned in gamer. I am terrible at doing both.
I'm usually zoned in if I'm like terrified or like it's like the last person.
I hold my breath when it gets tense. It gives me
For
chest
Fortnite,
pains.
like I don't really like hesitate at the end as I like did like during chapter 1. But like for Warzone or like Dead by Daylight, any scary game, like
Five Nights at Freddy's, including like the Five Nights at Freddy's like a newer game. Like I'm just watching someone else play. I'm like screaming in my bed.
For real?
Not like I'm not screaming, but I'm like,
I I get it, but that I could just
Yeah.
picture that.
No, like so, like that exact bed right there. I'm just like, I don't even feel like I pressed my lip one time just watching like someone like playing some scary game. So I'm just laying down, watching it like this. I have like a giant arm like I can connect to my bed and it's like hangs right here and I can just watch it. But I usually like have my hand up and I'm watching it, and as soon as I hear someone scream, like, oh no, my hand just like slips and my phone falls on my face, and I'm like, I hope no one is watching. Like even then, I'm like looking at my like setup and I'm like, is my camera on or not?
Unless you've been doing some sleep stream.
Speaking of like this sleep streams and all that, so
Oh god.
I had an idea because my parents
no.
said when I was a kid, I used to kick a lot of my sleep,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes I would like wake up in like not the most awkward scenarios, but like I would have like a hand like this sometimes, or I'd like be completely faced like flat, like my face would be in a pillow, and I'm like, how am I breathing? Right?
Yeah.
And I would wake up in like these scenarios, so I'm like, okay, let me record myself. But I didn't even
Oh,
record
God.
myself yet. But I go look at my like videos. I recorded a video for maybe 30 minutes. That shit was like maybe 14 GB. I'm like, what did I record something in like 4K? Like it took so much like space, and I'm like, holy cow. So imagine some like me streaming myself like at least 8 hours. That's like 300 gigabytes right there.
Yeah,
Which begs
that's
the question, like, how do people film a movie?
Yeah. Or like, I mean, it kind of makes you think,
Like, I
really
have
start
1
thinking
terabyte
about
of space. It's not a problem. I'm just saying, like, it takes so much space.
Yeah, that's like, it makes you think about the people who literally do the sleeping streams. Imagine if streaming itself wasn't a thing,
Wait,
and we
forget
were back.
that. One of the main fears I have of sleep streams, if I even did something like that, if someone walks into my room and just stares at me.
Yeah, like that.
Like that's like one of my biggest fears. Like something is watching me when I'm asleep. That's like my biggest fear.
Really?
Now that I said it out loud, I'm going to be like haunted forever.
That's interesting. I mean, everybody has their generalized fears, and then they're like
Even if I'm
technically
taking
phobias.
a nap, like I think I have like an old snap of someone like waking me up in the middle of like a nap in class.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and this was like in high school when like we were all, like either like watching a movie or something like that. Someone like just woke me up. I was ready to fight someone.
Okay,
Like
so
I was like I like woke up like ready to square up.
so another fun fact about Toodles as well. So Toodles does not have a fear of heights. Toodles has a fear of falling from them.
I don't have a fear of heights. It's just once I look down, or if I just like even the slightest movement of like that dizzy moment that you feel like you slipped,
Yeah.
it's game over. Like I will not move. I will need King Kong to bring me down, or I need like a Superman to bring me down, or something.
Yeah. I just for me it's so weird because the height itself is not what bothers me. It's not even the looking down and seeing how high up you are. I get a legitimate feeling like my
Even for
fear is oh hell
even
no.
if I jumped out of a plane, I wouldn't like. I think I would be fine. It's just that if I slipped and fell, I'd be like, oh shit.
Yeah, my problem is the
It's that
actual
small mistake that fears me of like heights. Like,
The
even for roller
sin-
coasters, if the roller coaster stops at the top, I'm like, oh shit, am I stuck here the whole day?
the
Or is the roller
sensation.
coaster gonna go backwards? Am I
Yeah.
gonna fall out?
Oh, yeah. The sensation of falling is what gets me. Like, so I can ride roller coasters, no problem. If I'm in any kind of circumstance where my body suddenly drops, that is where I start struggling. I don't know what it is, but it's just the action of my body falling. It does something to me. It's so okay, and I know you're probably gonna laugh at me for this, and by God's means, go ahead. uh, okay. So, remember how we were talking about doing the milestone challenges of having to reboot teammates like 100 times?
Oh no.
Okay, so again, we've established one of the best ways in doing such was for people to literally jump off of high platforms and die, right?
Of course.
Okay, so if I go to the top of a high platform, like I said, we used the wind turbines at the very bottom of the map. Even in that camera view, like whatever it's called, what does it consider? It's not first person, it's like third person view of your character. The third person view of my character, if I jumped off of one of the wind turbines and just watched the drop, it made me feel queasy. Like, just watching that makes me feel queasy.
I find that funny. It's just like, it's not like a laughable moment, you know? Like, it's just silly, you know?
It is, and like, even I can recognize that, but it also shows me, like, I also recognize it as it's a legitimate fear of mine. So, like, to me, that's kind of funny too, because I recognize it as a fear. It's just, it sucks, because, like, for some reason I can't shake it, even though I try to. Like, because I'm standing up there, and if I'm looking and I'm getting ready to jump, I'm anticipating that sensation that I get when I view falling, because that's my fear. And the thing is, I'm standing up there and I'm watching and I'm getting ready to jump and I feel queasy and I'm like, this is so stupid. Why do I feel this way? Like, just doing this. That's why do I feel like this? And then I turn around in my head and I say, I know why I'm feeling this, but this is so stupid. Like, it's a very weird thing. It's a very, very weird thing. Did you really just buy Red Jade?
You're watching me?
I am watching you!
No, it's just, I'm just like, what's it called? Just buying stuff and refunding it instantly. But yeah, like, even for like this pumpernickel thing, right?
Yeah.
I know this Starly thing. I bought it. Right? And then instantly cancel purchase. I bet Fortnite's like, dude, why are we refunding this kid so many V-Bucks?
Weird. Gosh.
But yeah.
Yeah,
We're running out of content to talk about. We need to have more things to talk about. Like, if we're going to do a podcast, we're going to run out of it all today.
I don't know. If it wasn't so late and, like, literally we should probably go to bed. If it wasn't for that, then we could probably conjure up content. We could.
No, even if it was like, if we did something like around 8 o'clock, like, or 9 o'clock for you or something like that, it would be like a longer stream. We'd have something to do and like talk about. Like, right now we're like talking while we're sleep deprived, so.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, I really probably should have gotten off like an hour ago, but I really do have to.
I was supposed to be off like 1 hour and 15 minutes ago, and I'm still here.
I know. I really need to use the bathroom, so.
Like, right now, my eyes are just like telling me to, like, if you don't fall asleep, I will make sure you don't wake up in the morning.
Oh gosh, that sounds heinous.
But yeah, I mean, I have stuff to do in the morning, like clean my room and house. So I know I say this almost every stream. I have to clean my room in my house. It's just like a mandatory thing, and also have like guests coming over.
Fantastic.
So.
Must be nice to have friends.
I mean, it's not even. Yes, it's more like a function more than like a party. It's just a celebration of things going around in the house.
Okay, fair enough.
But
yeah.
since it might be canceled at the same time because what they call it, so many COVID cases are being risen, and like literally the last family party that we gathered around together, everyone got COVID, and we ditched it because like we wanted to celebrate New Year's by ourselves this year.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a close call, and we're really debating if we should do it. Because like for my like religion, like we have like it's a 3-day holiday, but like there's 3 separate occasions. It's like a continuous thing.
So hang on a minute, because I think we've had a conversation, it sort of in regards to your type of religion, did we not?
Yeah, like maybe 8 months ago.
Because I had mentioned before about how like I'm kind of familiar with Ramadan.
Yeah, not even close.
And it was, well, that was just like, it was in similarity. It's what got us talking about the religions, the like different religions. Yeah. I had mentioned about my familiarity with Ramadan, but I don't know a lot about different religions. Like I don't know a lot. And then
I can explain that in like a whole podcast. I can go like hours and hours. Like I had a whole Sunday school just dedicated to my religion and other people's religion. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, because I can't. Would you mind telling me what it is exactly? Like what kind?
So
no judgment here.
It's not judgment. It's like tomorrow's like the pronunciation is called Ogi, or like it's like a weird spelling too. It's like
yeah.
Oghi. That's what I'm guessing. Off from top of it, it was like, but we don't do this now. It's like back in the day, like, we would like bring stuff that aren't. I don't think it's a memorabilia, but like something from our past, or we just like burn it in a fire.
Is it kind of like sort of like an offering type thing? Like I'm not sure.
I wouldn't say it's an offering, but somewhat. Like it's not like you're like, oh, if I burn this, I will receive this. It's just like we're burning this to like be free, like let go. It's like kind of like spreading ashes, but like not that sentimental.
I gotcha. I mean,
yeah, like, tomorrow, like I'll tell you a better explanation because I'll just like ask my mom.
Okay, like I was wondering more or less like if you have a specific name for your religion itself.
It's just
like
Hinduism.
Like which?
Like
Hinduism.
Yeah, it's just that.
Oh,
there's no specific name for it.
Okay, well, I mean, it gives me something to put it into context.
Basic is Hinduism, but like tomorrow I'll tell you like the more in-depth thing. Like,
fair enough.
India is just weird in general, so I'll just tell you like the whole in-depth thing tomorrow.
India's weird in general. I feel like I was put in the wrong place.
Just because of the language barrier in different states, it just they made India spread apart, but we're still together. I'll explain the whole thing tomorrow.
I gotcha. Fair enough. That would make for a good topic per se.
It'll be. I can go hours on just listing India's problems and good sides, like the good parts and the bad parts.
I could tell you all the good. Well, if we have any good parts left,
I'll probably have like the Indian government like knocking at my door.
Well,
in the U.S.
Trust me when I say the U.S. probably wouldn't be bright enough to just trust me. You wouldn't even have to worry about the U.S. right now. right now we're battling each other, so you would probably be fine.
Well, I know I would be fine because I am in the U.S.
They're just, God. I really want to buy my own island and just like fucking separate myself from everybody else and just be an island and that's it, and everybody leaves me the fuck alone. Just everybody minds their own business.
Okay, so I'm just gonna say this and then I'll be done so I can go to sleep. Isolation is not the best way to go. Like, I know our world is really fucked up, but like life itself is getting way too advanced and it's evolving every day. But for example, for COVID, we missed out a whole year of our lives on a stupid thing that could have been like prevented.
Are you sure we haven't missed out on 2 years of our life? Because we're going in on 2 years.
I mean, not even 2 years. We're going on our third.
Yeah, we're working. As of now, we are working on our 3rd year.
But like I said, like the amount of time we missed with our friends and family, you can't get that back. So,
Yep.
like, I'm thankful that I got to spend more time with my individual family, but like at the same time, I didn't lose like the concept of like reality, but like it was hard to get kind of back into it. Like college was like this weird to like go like what was there to talk about? Like everything what we did was like online. Like it was like, oh, we can just do this online. Like even texting, it went way beyond like talking physically.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
So,
if
like,
you kind of think of the way that we're doing things right now.
Isolation is like really not the way to go. Like I would rather have some way of like communication than being completely isolated.
Well,
I understand why you would want to be like a bit distant from like idiots, but like
which is just about everybody.
Yeah.
Almost.
Like, I understand where you're coming at. Just like a different perspective. Just some advice.
I mean, if you have the right people, so that it's not total isolation, that's a different story. I mean, if you have, when I say the right people, if you have you care about there and just your selective small circle, that's a different story. But you just, where you don't have people, like other people on the outside, just like all up in your chili 24/7, that's the thing that irks me. And that's like, the more time that you spend on the internet, the more your privacy and your personal space gets intruded on. You know?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's just kind of weird. Damn it! I gotta go pee. So, we're gonna end it here.
Yeah, same. I'll see you tomorrow, Toodles.
Yes, I will catch you on the flop side.
My eyes are red, but...
And I'll catch anybody else who might happen to be, like, kind of tripping in here at this time and just catching the raw end of this shit. I'll catch you all on the flop side as well. This has been one hell of an evening with SugeTube, Potter Games, Lone Star, Liddy Uwu, and be sure to give everybody a check, and I will see you guys later today.
Alright, see you, Toodles.
See you, Suji.